I had second guess doing this, like a couple times.
What made you want to shoot something like this?
I felt like it was important because when I think about where I'm at now, you know, I don't have a lot of people listening to me. I don't have a big following right now. But for the few people I have, like in St. Louis, like the few people in Fort Lauderdale and Arizona and things like that, like this is my thank you to them. Because this is like part one. I want it to be like when we do part 5, part 6, if they're able to look back on this and be like, damn, like from where we started, you know what I mean? And even for people who do find me once part 5 and like part 6, whenever it is happens, they'll be able to look back like, damn. I'm one of those people where I do a lot of, this was hard for me, you know what I'm saying? Like being this vulnerable, like, you know what I mean? Like shooting this, like y'all see in my real life, like, you know what I mean? My everyday life. So, it took a lot for me to really get to this point, you know what I mean, and want to do that. First thing I do.
First thing I do, like as soon as I get out of work, I'd be tired and shit, but I drop everything, put everything away, and grab something to eat real quick, if I got anything.
That's why this is so important too. Like, yo, like I've sacrificed so much, like to even get to this point.
I can just hope and like pray that it works.
Look, you were looking at the future. I'ma make you believe me. Nothing ever came easy. Hard times seen in 3D. You were looking at the future. I'm just trying to get the shit straight. I'm just trying to make the world shake. Doing all it takes is to beat the stakes. You were looking at the future. How many sacrifices I gotta take? Play it safe, ain't the combination or traits when you trying to see the grapes. And that's all I'm trying to say. And not call that we here to stay.
Have you seen people resonate with your music at this point? Maybe in person or anything like that?
Yeah. So the first time I think I noticed the music was starting to resonate was when I did my first show. That was something I did on a whim. Like I remember like writing a freestyle like the night before I even went there for the show. All that type of stuff was just like, you know what, like I feel like I should just like, I need to test the waters and just do this. So that's what I did. I drove like 2 hours, half a tank of gas, check engine light on. My car is almost as old as me. But when I went to the show and I got up there, and by the time I was done, not to sound like biased or nothing, but like people were like, yo, what you're doing is like different. It was like a competition. Like, yo, if you won first place by the judges, you got like free studio time and stuff like that. So the dude who hosted the thing, he pulled me to the side at the end. Like everybody had already kind of left. He's like, yo, I want to tell you something. Like, you didn't win, but like what you're doing, it wasn't the music why you didn't win. Like everything else about you, he showed me the scorecards. He's like, bro, you got all 5s on everything. Like you're different. Like you're coming in here like real serious. And he could feel that. He was like, the only thing I would tell you, the reason why you didn't win was because you drip. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. But yo, he was coming from a good place. He didn't mean it like, you know what I mean? He was just like, yo, like you gotta look the part too. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I was driving back. I was just like, damn, like, I felt like I was missing something. By the time I got home, I'm like, yo, everybody took my name. Everybody like pulled me to the side and was like, yo, like, you was the best one up there. Like, I won the people's vote. I think that's what was really important. And that's the first time I got that reaction from people. I remember going to the back and the security guy was like, I had to see who that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I heard you up there, that's when I knew it was resonating. The words I was saying was cutting through. And that's what they were mentioning to me. They were like, he was really talking like real shit, you know what I mean? Like I can appreciate that. Like what's your acting? Really like getting the good reactions out of people. That's when I knew it was resonating. Once I hit the stage and like touched the people with the music, that second I got off that stage and people were like trying to like get more into my catalog, that's when I knew, you know, maybe I was doing something right. Yeah. That's another reason why I felt like this was important, because my story, my life, you hear all that in the music. I'm so used to putting it in the music and just the music. I was really pushing myself to do it this way, to let people in, to let people see what goes on behind the curtain.
So what's the name of the song?
Future.